If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me and subscribe to me on all my other social media platforms. What's up, Thrashers, and welcome back once again to the Thrash Maniac 99 YouTube channel, and I am back with another album review this weekend. Yesterday, I talked about Memoriam. Now I'm talking about another death metal band, another new death metal band, especially this one. And they come from my neck of the woods in Ohio, though they're 2 hours north of me in Columbus. And first time actually ever listening to this band in full, and that is the newest offering from Sanguisugabogg with Homicidal Ecstasy. So yeah, this came out on the 3rd of February this year, and it's on Century Media Records, which I think they got on Century Media after the buzz from their demo in 2019. I never actually listened to the album Tortured Whole, but I do plan on checking that album out eventually. But here I am talking about the new one, Homicidal Ecstasy. So yeah, definitely one thing I can definitely describe this album as. Let's just say all of these songs were crafted in a dissonant yet groovy house on Chug Avenue in Riff City, because Jesus fucking Christ, the riffs that you get on this album, a lot of them are fucking catchy as hell, but you do get some cool dissonant riffs that go on from time to time on here. Like, the first half of the album almost feels like it goes by really quick. Like, the album's 45 minutes, but the first half is just like bang, 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 bang. Song after song just kind of coming out of nowhere with all these crazy chugathon riffs and grooves, cool blast beats, and even like the singles that were on here in the first half, like Face Ripped Off and Pissed, they were just like short, sweet, and to the point with some dissonance and chug. Although I gotta warn you, proceed with caution when watching the music video for Face Ripped Off. It's gross. It's a fucking gross video, but the song itself, it's under 3 minutes of just brutality and groove all over the place. And like, even opening with Black Market Vasectomy, it's like, I'd rather just go to the doctor and get the vasectomy instead of just getting my balls cut off in a brutal way. But nonetheless. And then like Testicular Rot was a unique track in the first half because you had a thrashy break, which you don't get very many thrash moments on this album where they speed things up into thrash metal inspired territory. But Hungry for Your Insides being only a minute and a half, it was just direct, short, and sweet and to the point, and just punches you in the face every single time. But then, starting from the song Skin Cushion through to the remainder of the album, when the songs start getting gradually longer, you start to hear some more songwriting maturity, and I put quotes around maturity because when you look at these song titles and these lyrics, it's like, Jesus Christ. They just went through, like, every, like, horror movie trope and just abolished the shit out of them and just make them sound awesome. But yeah, with Skin Cushion, it kind of begins, and even like in Testicular Rot, you do get a little bit of like a dissonant melody in there, but then from Skin Cushion onward, you get occasional melodies, but these aren't pretty melodies, these are disgusting melodies that more or less just kind of acts as a backdrop behind all the brutal chugs going on here. Narcissistic Incisions kind of keeps that vibe going. Now, Mortal Admonishment. Thank God I got it. I always struggle with words I've never seen before, but Mortal Admonishment, you get this like faint tremolo. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking speak. You have this faint tremolo melody that almost feels like incantation a little bit. And then like here, as well as the following track, Proclamation of the Frail, they even get a little proggy because they're doing like odd time signature shifts but also in Mortal Admonishment, you get like this cool little Doom section with some more melody on top. But then in Proclamation of the Frail, you do get this like one riff and blast section that feels very much like Dying Fetus, which was really fucking cool. And then Fiending for Bloodshed, the closing track, the beginning of it was very, very weird. It was a cool, unique riff, but you get almost like a swinging beat. Like, kind of like that tempo, but done in a brutal death metal style. And then D-beats. D-beat chugs, D-beat stomps. And even on other tracks, you do get the occasional, like, D-beat groove and D-beat stomp going on. But yeah, just top to bottom, like I said, the first half, it was very quick, but it was just all about being short, sweet, to the point. Second half of the album, they start to kind of expand a little bit in their sound instead of just constantly focusing on chug, which is the principal mood of this album, is brutal chugs. But they were able to kind of spread their wings a little bit by getting into more dissonant, disgusting sounding melodies. But yeah, as far as the production, there's a lot of beef, and there's some low end going on with the production, and especially with the guitars, because I believe they're playing 7-string guitars, and man, you get those thuds right into your chest. The drum work, I actually think the drums were like the MVP of this album, because you get like everything from slammy kind of grooves to thrash breaks on occasion, D-beat stomps, and the drum fills. I think the drum fills on this album were really well executed. The bass, it's just there. I think it's a fuzz tone or a grizzle tone, but it sounds gross. Again, the riffs are chunky and packed with crunch and punch. The vocals, guttural and gross, just as any brutal death metal band should have their vocals be. You do get some pig squeals on here, which I don't mind pig squeals. I think they're mildly entertaining. As far as like band influences I can pick out from this album, I can pick out a little bit of Incantation when it comes to like the tremolo parts you get on here, Dying Fetus, especially in Proclamation of the Frail, but also get a little bit of Cannibal Corpse, especially during Testicular Rod when they get into that thrash break. Felt like classic Cannibal Corpse. But I would say the principal bands I can definitely pick from, Internal Bleeding and Mortician. Because, good God, the grooves, the breakdowns you get on here definitely feel like early Internal Bleeding. But the grossness and the grisly nature of this album definitely feels like Mortician. Especially with the lyrical content being as over the top as it is. Yeah, you can definitely tell these guys love their Mortician. But overall, I really enjoyed this album because of the catchiness, and you do get some cool hooks. Granted, they're not pretty hooks, they're brutal hooks. And for a brutal death metal band, this is some damn good stuff, and proud to say that I can call these guys great Ohio boys. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. This was some killer shit right here. Definitely very disgusting, but that's what you want out of brutal death metal, is some disgust in there. So yeah, I definitely will check out Tortured Whole and probably the Pornographic Seizures demo and see how it stacks up compared to this. But what did you guys think of Homicidal Ecstasy by Sanguisugabogg? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, horns high. See you guys later.